Views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast.
Well, hello there, and welcome to this week's edition of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. I'm John Eagleman. Thanks for being here, however it is you choose to digest this podcast. Today we talk to David Flores. He is the owner-operator of Geraldi's in Fayetteville and Pizza Navona in Farmington. But before we get to him, food news. Man, we are packed with food news today. And we kick it off with wine news. A new winery has opened in Centerton. The Langman Winery and Restaurant opened last Friday in Centerton. Their vineyard is in the Sierra foothills of California. And the Langmans, they live in Centerton. They've been selling their wines in Missouri and in Kansas and in Arkansas for about a decade or so. And now they've opened the tasting room and their farm-to-table restaurant. It'll be more, too, according to owner Jim Langman.
Coming here, we have 5.5 acres. We've licensed the whole property. We have easy parking, a lot of parking. We're four minutes off the bypass, 8 minutes actually from downtown Bentonville. So it's very easy access, so that makes your life calmer and more pleasant just traveling here. With the 5.5 acres, we'll have concerts in the park here. We'll be able to tent out on the lawn for weddings and so forth.
Langman then told us about his wines.
Our wine, this is the old world way of doing it. In the vineyard, there's no chemical fertilizers or insecticides. It's all elemental compounds that the winemaking team and the vineyard management team determine each season. In the barrel room, there's no bleaches or chemicals in there, only hot water and steam generators. And when we bottle our wines, the only thing in our bottles is wine and nitrogen and passion. And the nitrogen, that's the gas to get the oxygen out of the bottle.
Viet Buffet and Rogers had their grand opening on Friday, and it was packed. I stopped there around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was still not easy to park. Inside, the Vietnamese food was plentiful, and the folks were still lined up at the door. It's been a long time coming for co-owner Stacy Chu, as they've been waiting to pass inspections and get everything into place.
We were just like, we were waiting, for inspections and getting his supplies in, inventory in. It just, yeah. So, and then we had to do also construction on the building, and that took a while too.
After their huge grand opening, they posted a note saying that they were not prepared for the incredible turnout that they had and would be temporarily closing to train the staff and rebuild systems. We'll let you know when they reopen. And how about this? Downtown Springdale is getting a scratch-made Italian restaurant. It's about time. It's called Gaskin's Trattoria. Yes, it's those Gaskins folks. Lisa Provencio Jones will be the owner-operator, with her husband Bert Jones being the co-owner. They've actually had this space for quite a while now.
Bought it several years ago, a couple years ago. I don't know. It all feels like a blur. When we decided to come downtown, we really wanted to maximize, be all in here. So we bought our home and and this was available, and we were like, we don't know what we're going to do, but let's just keep it and see what happens. So the opportunity kind of just fed into itself.
When will they open?
I think it depends on who you speak to, but if you speak to me, I'm hoping right around Valentine's. But I think I might be pushing it a little bit, but I'm just going to go with that.
She does that.
I do.
They're the best. Hey, Handshake the restaurant has announced a grand opening date of December the 6th. They are in the Fayetteville Public Library on the east side and will serve accessible and affordable food, including sandwiches, salads, and bowls. The restaurant will also feature grab-and-go options, and at night they'll have extended hours for beer, wine, and community events. Firebirds Wood Fired Grill in the Summit Shopping Center in Rogers has announced their opening date of November the 24th, which is next Monday. For those that don't know, it's an American restaurant with signature menu items that include hand-cut aged steaks and fresh seafood with specialty crafted cocktails and select wines. It's in the same shopping center that will have the new Whole Foods, Dave's Hot Chicken, and PJ's Coffee. They also house the Vista Apartments. Firebirds has approximately 60 locations across the U.S. The Big Whiskies in Rogers has been soft opening this week and will officially grand open both Friday and Saturday. They're located at 1787 West Pleasant Grove Road, just west of the new Blue Ember Smokehouse. Just look for the searchlights and the obstacle course bouncy houses for the grand opening. All right, it's birthday time, and we kick it off with a happy birthday to the Loveless Cocktail Club, who turned 1 on Friday. Ray Will and Thelonious Chunk and friends did the vinyl spinning, and you know that one went late. Hot Vine Wine Shop in Fayetteville, also one of my favorite follows, by the way, on Instagram. They had a birthday on Friday. They're officially in their terrible twos, but that place is far from terrible. And finally, happy 9 years to La Media Luna. The popular Mexican food spot also celebrated over the weekend with some live music and great food. Congrats to the Leonardo family. On Monday, the Downtown Fayetteville Coalition announced the third annual Holiday Haul Brunch Crawl. It's going to happen in the square, and it's just $20. That'll get you brunch bites, festive beverages, and special offers from participating shops on the square. There will be a raffle drawing, or several raffle drawings, and shopping challenges. It takes place Sunday, December the 7th from 11 to 2. For more information, go to downtownfay.org. The following Friday on the 12th from 5 to 8 in downtown Springdale, it's the 2025 International Hot Cocoa Crawl. It's $15 for adults, $10 for kids. Expect tons of participating businesses making different hot cocos from different nationalities, different recipes, etc. There will also be music and street performers. This one always sells out, so if you want to get in on it, go to downtownspringdale.org. You know, I've got over 100 podcasts just sitting there. So why not tell the newer folks about them? Well, this one's for you. From October the 23rd in 2024, we interviewed Chef Sorky Peters, who owns and operates Mezzaluna in downtown Bentonville. He was also the executive chef for the World's Fair in Russia and Siberia in the 90s. Here's a quick snippet from the podcast from him talking about landing in Russia with a plane packed full of food. It is audio only. Check it out.
We get there, and I have my itinerary. And it's okay, tomorrow I have to cook for Gorbachev and their entourage for 30 people for lunch.
Oh, gosh.
And then at night I'm going to have a function at the Opera House for 800 people. And that's another question I asked my chef, so how am I going to do that? They said, no, they provide you all the cooks and the servers. Don't worry about it. They got everything. So I'll get off the plane and says, okay, are we going to the hotel? No. You have to cook for Gorbachev. I said, no, that's tomorrow. No, that's today. Me not thinking about the time difference. And
no.
I'm like,
oh, God. Oh, no.
So it was actually the same day I got there. So I had to cook for like lunch for 30 people, 3 courses for Gorbachev. And so, okay, give me this, give me that from the plane, from the whatever we have available. And sure enough, we got that done. I'm like, okay, so we're finished with that. Perfect, so let's go to the hotel. No. Now we go to the Opera House because you got to cook dinner for 800 people.
David Flores is the owner-operator of longtime Fayetteville staple Geraldi's and a newer spot in Farmington, Pizza Navona. He's not from here, but he's been here long enough that he's an Arkansan now. He started working for Mr. Geraldi a long time ago when he had a Geraldi's in Oregon. And he started at the bottom. Mr. Geraldi opened several more spots at several more locations around the country, and David eventually ended up at the Geraldi's in Eureka Springs. He'll tell you about what got him there. He eventually moved to the Fayetteville location and would later take it over. As for Pizza Navona, David will tell you why he chose Farmington over Benton County for its location. Also, we'll talk menu and future plans. And that's next, right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Welcome back. We are at Pizza Navona here in Farmington with David Flores. David owns Pizza Navona and as well as Geraldi's in Fayetteville. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. I appreciate your time. I know you're busy
Absolutely.
running between place to place.
Yeah, happy to do it.
Oh, good. I appreciate it. I'd love to kick it off with finding out, where are you from?
I'm originally from Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. So started off in Oregon, and that's where actually started the whole Geraldi's journey.
Ooh, tell me about it.
My father was working at a restaurant at the time in Oregon and met Geraldi out there in Oregon. He was originally from New York.
Okay.
Moved out there, and he had a winery.
Wow.
Yeah, that my dad was working with him a little bit there too. And,
Okay.
the wine business wasn't going so well, so in his little winery shops they set up, they started selling sandwiches to try to make ends meet, and that's how Geraldi's was born.
Interesting.
To try to supplement the wine business.
So where was this in Oregon?
So this was in Grants Pass, Oregon, right outside Grants Pass on the Rogue River.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, around that area. There was a lot of wineries around there.
Sure.
Because it kind of shares a lot of similarities in climate.
The climate, the water table, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the wine business was a struggle. So they had a couple of spots. They had one in Portland, one in Ashland, and one in Grants Pass, these little wine rooms.
Okay.
And they started selling sandwiches, put a couple sandwiches bars in there, and just that's how it started. They started doing well with that, and eventually started adding stuff to the menu, pastas, and didn't start doing pizzas for a while.
Okay.
Added those on later, and it kind of just grew organically. It was doing well, so let's add this. Let's do this more, and then eventually he got rid of the winery.
Became popular.
Yeah, and so he moved up to Portland. Was running those up there, and I was just a kid in Grants Pass, and my dad had Geraldi's in Grants Pass. So that's where I started, just rolling meatballs as a little kid, standing on a chair, and doing all that stuff.
That's great.
Washing dishes, and that's how I got started.
Cool.
Yeah,
very
so
cool.
I've been doing it a lot longer than I thought I would be doing it.
Sure, sure.
But
and I'm sure you probably didn't think you'd be doing it in Arkansas.
Never. No, I didn't. Growing up on the West Coast, didn't even really understand what Arkansas was. You just hear Arkansas and think it's one thing, but roundabout way, he ended up. Mr. Geraldi moved to Florida.
Okay.
And had a Geraldi's in Inglewood.
Okay.
And Venice. My dad moved out there. We had some landlord issues in Oregon, where we ended up losing that restaurant.
Okay.
Went down to Florida, bought one of the Geraldis from Mr. Geraldi.
Okay.
There, and I ended up doing it with him. Kind of just ended up happening to do it with my dad, and
sure,
that was interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, working with your dad's always tough. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a good experience though. Small little restaurant, about 500-600 square feet. We didn't have any seating inside.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple big deck ovens, and had a little patio outside, but it was really close to the water, so it was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was.
Really
it was
cool.
fun to do. It was like coming from Oregon, going to that. It was like a whole different experience, but kind of doing the same thing.
Sure.
So we did that for a while.
Okay.
And then,
how do you go from Florida to Arkansas?
Well, again, Mr. Geraldi he went to, even though he's from East Coast, he went to college out in the South and always had an affinity for the South. And so he ended up moving up to Eureka and opened up Geraldi's there. And I was working for my dad in Florida. And, he was just like, well, why don't you come up to Eureka? You can manage this one here. And I was kind of looking to kind of break out on my own a little bit.
And by the way, you're talking about Eureka Springs,
Eureka
not
Springs.
like Eureka, California.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Eureka Springs.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I moved to this little town in Arkansas that I'd never heard of before.
Right.
And started the adventure of being here, and that was, I moved here when I was 19, so it's been I'm 42 now, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my home.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Well, from there, you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, because wasn't there also one in Berryville too?
Yep. So some friends and family, they opened one up in Berryville.
Okay.
And then I ended up buying the one from him in Eureka.
Okay.
And then again, Mr. Geraldi, he's always looking to expand and just kind of wherever he is, he's kind of opens up a restaurant. So he opened one up in, or he saw the location where Geraldi's is now, and it was an old rundown laundromat.
So you're talking about Fayetteville?
In Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Just filled up with storage, was old, I don't know what was in there, a bunch of old
just
stuff.
Dusty, crappy. Yeah.
It was a grocery store at one time.
Okay.
A laundromat, just kind of it was kind of a catch-all for the landlord of just stuff.
And for those that don't know, this is Center and
University.
University.
Yep.
Okay, great. Yeah. So everyone kind of knows that area. It looked like the graveyard that's nearby, kind of, right?
Yes.
Back then, yeah.
So I was running the store out in Eureka.
Yeah.
And so I would pop in there and kind of see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And the transformation, what they did, and I helped a little bit, but they did all the work. But I just kind of
Right.
gave a little support sometimes. But it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What he able to like clear it out and see the vision of making it
Crazy.
what it is. You know.
Mr. Geraldi, is he still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in Northwest Arkansas?
No, he moved to. I'm not sure where he moved, but he left here a while ago. But
Okay.
yeah, he's still around.
All right. Just
Yeah.
popping stores up everywhere.
Yeah, kind of where he goes. Yep.
Can you imagine doing that at retirement?
No.
No.
He really loves it.
My
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's kind of painful, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
So, the idea of opening up that Geraldi's in Fayetteville, you guys at that point had, if I'm not mistaken, sold Eureka and Berryville?
Yeah, so I was talking with him, and it was getting really busy over there,
Sure.
and I had a young family, and I was just kind of looking to maybe see what my future was, and so he's like, "Why don't you come over here?" And I ended up moving over there and joining up partners over there. And
You talking about Fayetteville?
In Fayetteville,
Okay,
yes. And we ended up selling Eureka
Okay.
and selling Berryville eventually, and then so we just kind of consolidated to Fayetteville, where
Okay.
we were.
Was the idea to open near college in a college town?
Yeah, I think that was always definitely on the back of his mind. Like,
Sure.
this is going to be a good spot.
Yeah.
You know, our food. I mean, comfort food, pizza, stuff
Sure.
like that. I mean,
Heck yeah.
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 I mean, it goes really well in a college town.
For sure,
Yeah.
especially in that area. I mean, how did the? I'm sure. Obviously, as you were talking about, it wasn't nice to the eye when you got it, but it was a beautiful location.
Yeah, yeah. It was.
Yeah.
It was really. Once it was done and
Yeah.
how it is, just being able to have it tucked away there, it just felt like it was. It kind of felt like it was always there.
Right.
You know, like it's just where
It
was
really
supposed to be.
really feels that way.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
How do you keep a restaurant like that that's been there since '09, I think? How do you keep that successful for so long?
Well, Geraldi's was an interesting journey because we never did any advertising.
Oh, wow.
It was a very slow build,
Yeah.
and which was good because honestly, we had never been. We've had little sandwich shops and stuff,
Sure.
but never like the service industry as far as like having tables and table service and stuff like that. We had to learn that all on the fly. And, none
Oh
of
my
us
gosh.
none of us went to school for this stuff.
Right.
But, so made a lot of mistakes
You have
and
to.
learned from those mistakes, and just always the idea of constantly trying to be better.
Yeah.
And improving.
I-
And listening to the people's feedback. And that was a big thing for us.
That's huge.
People saying, your service is really not great. And we go, all right. Instead of just like crumbling, being like, let's do better,
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I tell folks, especially when I'm interviewing them and they talk about their growing up phase in the business, it's best to stub the toe. Stubbing the toe is fine. Breaking it's not.
Right.
It's two different things.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys stubbed a lot getting
yeah.
going. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like you said, how do you make a restaurant last
Yeah.
that long? I think it's just the intention of making it better
Yeah.
and doing the best you can to present like a good product and a good service and a good environment.
Yeah.
So having that in the back of your mind and not being too egotistical to know that you need to improve.
Sure.
Because that's,
That's hard. And listen,
Yeah.
I've known some restaurant owners and a lot of people in the restaurant business, as I'm sure you know, are kind of ego driven on the owner side. There is a lot of that.
Well, and it does help because you have to have a little ego to think that.
Well, you have to have an-
How could you,
Absolutely.
to do a restaurant is a very hard thing to do.
No question. And you've got to have a little bit of an edge, but to be able to kind of see outside of yourself for a little bit and say, yeah, we're lacking here,
Yeah.
is a special thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been, we have been there for a very long time,
Yeah.
and what we've built it into, thankfully for the community, the support and, just that always keeping that idea of like trying to be better
Yeah,
than
for sure.
we were the day before.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that, and here we are I'm doing quick math. 16 years later, 17,
About
right up in there.
Yeah, right about there. Yeah.
Wow, that's a little bit of a unicorn nowadays.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, tell me about marketing to a university crowd versus marketing Pizza Navona to a different crowd.
Yeah. Well, so like being in Farmington is really great because it is and we do have a lot of university students that live out this way too.
Sure.
We get a lot of students out here too.
Yeah.
But it is nice, and the reason Farmington was such a fun idea to me is because I live here.
Oh, there you go.
So it's very close to home.
Sure.
My
Great.
kids go to school here, so the idea of being part of the community here
It's great.
was very intriguing to me.
Yeah.
Not that we're not part of a community in Fayetteville, but it's just a different thing. Like there's it's a little.
Well, Farmington's not Fayetteville.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
However, I mean, that said, you're in a very popular strip in Farmington.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
So Diane and Larry, who own this area, own Briart Rose.
Oh, yeah.
They've been coming into Geraldi's for a very long time.
Okay.
And we go there too because I mean their cinnamon rolls are
Well,
incredible.
because 100%.
So they had a restaurant here, and they were getting ready to transition, and they thought it would be a really good spot to have an Italian spot out here. So they came and presented the idea to us, and we actually were looking out here already. There was a couple developments we were looking at.
Okay. And did they know that you were a Farmington resident?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when they presented that, I was like, absolutely, that's a great spot. I mean, yeah, that's where we want to be.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of fell into my lap a little bit, but I mean,
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So-
Well, I mean, but it's different when it comes from people that you know.
Yeah.
And people that you have some trust with.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really does.
Well, that's great, man. Well, you're in a great spot.
Yes.
You ready to talk food?
Let's do it.
We'll talk food. We got that. The Mike Engelman Home Pro Tip of the Week. Mike Engelman Home Pro Tip of the Week. Gosh, stumbled there. That's coming up next right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas.
Let me show you something.
Connect with us at Flavors of Northwest Arkansas on Facebook and Instagram, or by email at flavorsofnwa@gmail.com.
And it's time for the Mike Engelman Home Pro Tip of the Week. And for that, we go to David, sir.
Pro tip, I think, is whenever I cook, I just try to keep it simple. Focus on like really good ingredients and letting those shine through, not trying to overcomplicate it. And I find that works really good with my kids. Just making a really nice steak or something, or a really good cheeseburger. And it just seems to be very enjoyable to.
Kids are a whole different ballgame when it comes to putting things together.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They can be little tyrants in the kitchen, but it's fun to get them in there and get them.
Do you cook with them?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got little ones
Okay.
up to teenagers, and we always start them off with like scrambling eggs and stuff like
Sure.
that. And so they just love pulling the little stool up to the oven and cracking the egg and making a
Nice.
big mess, but it's fun
Nice.
to get them going.
Love it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. Just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
$105,225. That is the number of the people that are on right now the organ donor waiting list. Though a new one, by the way, is added every 8 minutes in the country. In our state, 64%, right around 64% of eligible Arkansans are organ donors. It's not enough. If you have not, please get signed up. Go to organdonor.gov. Get signed up through the Arkansas link right there. It takes 5 minutes. I've gone through it just to see how long it takes. I've done the same thing with the Texas link as well. It takes 5 minutes just to go through and get signed up. You can also get signed up through the Health app on your iPhone. And you can also sign up old school way if you've got to update a driver's license or you're going to get register a new car. Just have them add it to your driver's license. Tell them, yes, you are or want to be an organ donor. Thank you so much. And we're back with David, and we're talking food. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. I want to kick it off with to see if Geraldi's and Pizza Navona have the same menu.
Very similar menu.
Okay.
The idea was to change the name, so eventually we can try some newer stuff out that we
Sure.
do, so people know Geraldi's menu.
Yeah,
pretty
oh,
well.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we haven't done many things different, but we're got some ideas percolating.
So are you talking about Pizza Navona kind of being the test kitchen, if you will?
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah.
A little bit more leeway.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, you don't want to mess with a good thing, as it were. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you about this before we sat, or actually right as we sat down. The spinach artichoke dip.
Mm-hmm.
If my wife and I know that we're going to be going to Geraldi's, and we like to meet her mother there sometimes, if we know we're going, my wife will think about that for the full week.
Yeah.
I mean, that is her thing.
Yeah.
It's like a top 5 thing for her in all of Northwest Arkansas is that spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
I think the secret is just using really high quality ingredients.
Yeah.
When we were coming up with that idea, we didn't have a lot of appetizers on it. Like I said, we had a lot of growing pains, and so
Sure.
we didn't have a lot of appetizers, and we're trying to come up with more the full experience, the full sit down of the courses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so just adding a few simple things to our menu.
Right.
And we came up with a few different recipes.
Sure.
But I think the one that stuck, and that is because it was very simple. It was we make a really good homemade Alfredo sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And so we use that as the base for the artichoke dip.
Interesting. So that's what's different about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The secret's out.
Yeah.
Nobody better copy.
Yeah.
Well, we might try in our house, but I'm going to
Yeah,
fail
do it.
miserably. No, there's no way. It's got to be really popular.
It's very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we get so much great feedback on that. And
Yeah.
warm garlic bread, spinach artichoke dip. it's
What's not to like?
Yeah. Just dig in and enjoy.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Italian sandwiches. I am I've always been kind of a chicken parm guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can never go wrong with chicken parm.
Yeah.
But there's a couple that I want to ask you about that look really good to me. I want to ask about the Italian sausage sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Our sausage sandwich, it's very simple. We just use a really high quality Italian link sausage.
Okay. Is it sweet sausage?
We do a sweet and we do a spicy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just a little bit of marinara, a little bit of,
Yeah.
the whole milk mozzarella. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've also seen the old school Italian beef sandwich on there. Tell me about that.
So early on, we had, we called it the Chicago beef at the beginning. This is part of a little bit of, just refining things.
Sure.
And, it wasn't really a Chicago beef.
Yeah.
It was more an Italian beef.
Yeah.
So during COVID, actually, when we had to change, we didn't have a lot of sit down. Well, we couldn't open up.
Yeah.
The restaurant. We couldn't. We didn't. We kind of stopped selling the Italian beef.
Okay.
And so we took it off the menu for a while.
Yeah.
But then we had a lot of people man, we missed that.
Dude, what are you
Chicago
doing?
Beef. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I wanted to bring it back, but do it more of the Italian beef. And so we just get a really nice cut of beef bottom round, slow roast it, thin slice it, hot giardiniera peppers, au jus sauce, and
I could see where it would be kind of hard to pack that for people, getting to-go orders and whatnot.
Yeah, it just, I don't know why in that time during COVID it just kind of stopped selling.
Well, and I'll say this: you guys really have some diehard fans at Geraldi's that I'm sure kept you guys afloat during that time.
It was very heartwarming. COVID was interesting, and I know it was really hard on a lot of people. But the outpouring of love from the community in Fayetteville was it was something special.
That's
and
great.
It really, it was a big motivator to just keep going and keep trying to turn out a quality product. And
Sure.
I mean, just really seeing how much we are important in the community to people, it just made us work even harder to try to provide that quality food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just people were coming there and they were handing out $100 bills to all the employees and stuff,
Wow.
and just love you guys, just want to keep you
Wow.
going. It was really something special.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That makes for a good day.
Yeah.
Makes
They
for
were
a
very
great
happy.
day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, moving on to pizza. You guys are very well known for pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the Geraldi's Mamma Mia Supremo. Now, my wife and I, pepperoni pizza, we're simple. We're simpletons
Yeah.
when it comes to pizza. But that looks like something for sure.
Oh, that pizza! It's a meal for sure. A couple slices.
I was about to say, how much does it weigh?
Yeah, it really depends. I've never actually weighed a full pizza before, but
it's huge.
I mean, you get the meatballs on there, the sausage, everything. But
It really is. I mean, it's a big one. I was looking through it, and as I hop down here, and well, I've got the wrong thing here set up, but I'm jumping over to pizza right now. There we go, man. Pepperoni, Italian sausage, meatballs, mushrooms, onions, black olives. Good gosh.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yep.
That's the protein right
That
there.
is,
That is the
yeah.
protein pizza for you if you're looking to get that. What's the most popular pizza?
Pepperoni. It's gotta be
Yeah.
the most popular.
I figured as
Yeah.
much. I didn't
You
know.
can't-
I think it's that way everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to go wrong.
On the entrees, my mother-in-law loves the Mediterranean pasta. She raves about it, and I think she probably thinks about it for a week too before
Yeah.
visiting. But that's her thing. I'm usually, if I'm not getting pizza, I think last time I didn't get pizza was probably lasagna. Tell me about it though. What's the most popular entree there?
Lasagna is definitely one of them, but
Is it?
I think our chicken Alfredo is probably
Okay.
one of the most popular.
Is it because of the sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just do a really simple Alfredo that's just, we just use the best cheese, and the best
Yeah.
heavy cream, and it's just very decadent.
Yeah. How are you not 800 pounds?
It's a struggle.
I just want to ask,
It's a struggle.
if you're around this all day, every day, how are you not
Yeah.
just...
I just gotta really try not to enjoy myself too much here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Make your own salads on the side maybe or something.
Yeah.
Good gosh almighty.
Yeah.
I would be.
Yeah.
You'd have to wheelbarrow me in. Yeah.
And people ask me all the time, like, don't you get tired of eating pizza? I'm like, no. I've never gotten tired of eating pizza
Yeah.
or pasta.
Yeah.
It's great.
But your doctor might be tired of it, but
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
not you. I got you. I'm
Yeah.
right there with you. So, and you guys do calzones here and Geraldi's?
Yes.
Okay, great. And you've, I know the pepperoni calzones probably.
Yeah, we do.
Go on.
Like, we have like a couple on the menu, like a pepperoni sausage calzone.
Ooh.
And we also do a tomato basil garlic calzone.
Ooh.
But people just create their own fillings.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And finally, desserts tiramisu. I judge places on tiramisu.
Yeah.
Tell me about yours.
Oh, it's just, just that.
No, I will say I don't think I've had it just because I'm never not available to eat dessert once I'm done having my entree here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's very popular.
Is it?
I love it. It's just, it's such a, it's not overly sweet.
Yeah.
And it's very, it's light, but also decadent.
Yeah,
and just,
man.
it's just a nice finish to the meal.
yeah, yeah. So what's the future look like for you?
The future looks like just like I said, just trying to keep that mindset
Yeah.
and just loving Farmington and
Yeah.
Fayetteville. Got some ideas of like trying to, because we have been there for so long.
Yeah.
We got working with a little remodel, trying
Okay.
to bring it up a little bit. in
Okay.
there.
Talking about Geraldi's.
At Geraldi's,
Yeah.
yeah. And I don't know, we're always looking around Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
There's so much happening around here. There's so much happening in Bentonville. There's so
Yeah.
much like the newer part of Springdale. So just, always kind of looking.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So-
Well, David, I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, man. Really.
How can folks find you online and?
Geraldi's Fayetteville on Instagram. Pizza Navona Farmington Instagram, and then
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. You can find Flavors of Northwest Arkansas on Instagram and Facebook, as well as TikTok. Please tip your servers and have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.